I found my girlfriend's secret Reddit where she called me fat, stupid, and a meal ticket. She mocked me on a podcast and used my uncle for job connections. I stayed silent. A week later, she proposed at a fundraiser. I said no and played her clips. I can feel the smooth coolness of the cocktail glass in my hand as I take another sip, my gaze sweeping the dimly lit jazz bar. The atmosphere is perfect. Low murmurs of conversation, the delicate notes of a piano drifting through the air, and Violet's hand gently resting on my arm as we settle into our booth. She looks stunning, as always, her dark curls framed by the soft lighting, and I can't help but smile. It's my 26th birthday, and she's gone all out, picking this place. I couldn't have asked for a better evening. Adrian and Tomas are here too, sitting across from us, making small talk. Adrian's been my best friend since college, and Tomas, well, he's the friend who keeps the jokes rolling. With them, I feel grounded. We've shared a million nights just like this. Cocktails, laughter, music. Life is good. Except, there's something off about Violet tonight. She's been stepping out of our booth every 15 minutes, phone pressed to her ear, her brow furrowed as she mutters something about client emergencies in her soft, smooth voice. The first few times, I brushed it off. I mean, she's always busy, right? But as the night stretches on, I can't ignore the growing sense that something's not quite right. I try to shake the feeling off, focusing on Adrian's loud laugh, Tomas' ridiculous stories. But it's like a low hum in the back of my mind. Another time, Violet stands, glancing apologetically at me. "I'll be right back," she says, tapping her phone with one last glance of frustration before she disappears toward the back of the bar. I glance over at Adrian, hoping for some reassurance. He meets my eyes, and for a brief second, his expression falters. He looks to Tomas. The shift in the air is subtle, but I can feel it. Something's going on. I can feel the unease in the pit of my stomach as I lean forward, catching Adrian's eye. "What's going on?" I ask, my voice quiet, but it sounds louder than I intend. Adrian shrugs, his grin falling a little too quickly. "Nothing, man. Just something dumb on a Discord thread. You know how it is." He shrugs again, like it's no big deal. But it doesn't feel like no big deal. My mind races. Discord? The way he's avoiding eye contact makes my stomach tighten. I know Adrian, I trust him. But something's off. And Violet's been acting strange, disappearing like this. She's never done this before. I want to push, demand more from Adrian, but then Violet's back. She slides into the booth beside me, her smile wide, but there's something different in her eyes. She leans in to kiss me on the cheek. "You okay, babe?" she asks a little too sweetly. "Yeah, just wondering if you're all right." The words slip out before I can stop them. She stares at me for a beat, then shrugs, the smile never leaving her lips. "It's nothing," she says, her hand running down my arm in a gesture that feels rehearsed, a little too smooth. "Just work stuff." But I don't buy it. I want to ask more, but the words get stuck in my throat. Instead, I let my gaze drift back to the table, the piano playing in the background like a lullaby, but I can't shake the feeling that tonight is different. Something's wrong, and for the first time, I'm not sure I want to know what it is. The drive back to Violet's condo is quiet. The evening, once so full of laughter and lightness, now feels heavy, like I'm walking through mud, every step slower than the last. Violet's been in and out of the room all night, leaving to take calls, getting more and more agitated with each one, but still wearing that same perfect smile when she returns. I want to ask her what's really going on, but I don't. Not yet. Not until I know for sure. She's buzzing with energy when we get inside, heading straight for the kitchen. "I'll grab us some wine," she says, her voice too bright, almost forced. I don't know what I expected, but I thought, no, I hoped, tonight would end like every other birthday. A nice dinner, some drinks, maybe a bit of dancing. But not this. Not this strange tension that's been hanging in the air ever since Adrian and Tomas left. As soon as the door clicks shut behind her, I pull out my phone, the screen glowing in the dim light of the living room. I text Adrian. "What did you see?" I don't expect an answer right away. He's been distant all night, distracted. I shouldn't have noticed, but I did. And now, the words feel like a knot in my chest, tight and uncomfortable. A few minutes later, my phone buzzes. Adrian's response. "It's a Reddit link. Check it out." I hesitate. It could be anything, right? Just another stupid post, a meme. I could let it go, forget about it. enjoy the rest of my night with Violet. But something gnaws at me. I've seen enough tonight, felt enough, to know that this isn't just a passing weird feeling. Something is off, and I need to know what. I click on the link, my thumb shaking slightly. It's a private subreddit, the name barely visible on the screen /r/spoiled by sucker. I feel a pit form in my stomach, the title alone twisting something deep inside me. I tap it open. There, in a pinned post at the top, is a post titled Spoiled Rotten. I recognize Violet's name instantly. My heart stutters. It's her. It's all her words. Faking it is part of the game, she writes. Marco's uncle keeps giving me opportunities, and it's all because of him. I play the part, smile, pretend to be in love, then get my foot in the door. It's easy. Smile and moan. That's all it takes to get what I want. I scroll down, feeling every word like a slap in the face. Marco's a fool, but he's useful. His uncle? Even better. The money? The connections? I play my part, and I get it all. I feel dizzy. My throat tightens, and for a moment, I can't breathe. The room spins. This can't be real. It can't be. This is just some twisted joke, right? But then I scroll further. There's more. She's posted about me, about us. He thinks I'm the one, that he's found the perfect girlfriend. He couldn't be more wrong. He doesn't even know what he's paying for. A fool's dream. I can't read anymore. My stomach lurches, and I slam my phone face down on the table. I feel sick. I hear Violet's footsteps behind me, the click of her heels on the hardwood floor, and suddenly, everything feels like it's in slow motion. She's standing there, a glass of wine in her hand, but I don't even see her. All I see are the words on the screen. All I hear are her lies. I turn to face her, the words already coming out of my mouth, a raw anger filling every inch of me. Violet, what the hell is this? She freezes, her eyes widening just slightly, a flicker of panic crossing her face before she smooths it over with a forced smile. What are you talking about, Marco? I don't care about her smile. I don't care about the act anymore. All I want is the truth. This subreddit. Your account. What's all this about me? My voice is low but sharp. Faking it for your career? Pretending to love me? Is that it? Her smile falters for just a split second. Then it's back. Too bright, too fake. I don't know what you're talking about, she says, the words tripping over themselves. It's a joke, Marco. A dumb joke. You know how people get on the internet. I didn't mean it like that. But I can't hear her anymore. I can't look at her the same way. I know what's happening now. I know the game she's been playing, and I'm done. I'm done. I say, my voice breaking through the silence. Don't pretend like this is some misunderstanding. I know exactly who you are now. I watch her face drain of color, the realization hitting her just as hard as it's hitting me. She opens her mouth to speak, but I don't let her. I'm done, I repeat. And you can keep the wine. I don't want anything from you. I turn and walk out. No more words. No more explanations. Just the door slamming shut behind me, and a sick feeling that I can't shake. The night is cold as I stand outside Violet's condo, my mind racing. I can't even remember the drive back to my place, and the sting of what I read still hasn't worn off. It's like I'm walking through a haze, everything moving in slow motion. The world feels different now, like a curtain's been pulled back, and I can finally see things for what they are. I should be furious. I should be yelling, confronting her, but somehow, I'm just numb. I can't think straight. I'm sitting at my kitchen table when I hear a knock at the door, sharp and unexpected. Adrian's face appears as I open it, his usual easy smile gone. He steps inside without waiting for an invitation. You good, man? He asks, his voice low and serious. I nod, but it doesn't feel real. Yeah, just need a minute to think. Adrian takes a seat across from me, his eyes scanning my face like he's trying to figure out what happened. He knows me better than anyone. He doesn't say anything, just waits, patient. I found her Reddit account. I finally mutter, unable to keep it in. I saw everything. Everything she's been saying about me. About us. He doesn't flinch. You confronted her? I shake my head. Not yet. I don't know what to say. Adrian leans forward. You don't need to say anything. Let me and Tomas handle the rest. We'll make sure she doesn't get away with it. I look at him, the weight of his words sinking in. He's right. I've been letting her manipulate me, using me for what I can provide, for so long. But now I see the truth, and I can't just walk away. Not without making her pay for what she's done. I feel a spark of something I haven't felt in a long time. Anger, sharp and cold. It burns through me, and suddenly, I know what I have to do. I get to work quickly. Adrian and Tomas help me gather everything. Screenshots of Violet's Reddit posts, her private social media accounts, her fake, perfect life. It's all carefully documented, every lie, every betrayal. I know the next steps, the moves I have to make. But this time, it's different. I'm not the one who's going to be hurt. First things first. I call my uncle Mateo. Mateo's a regional VP at a logistics firm, and he's been my uncle for as long as I can remember. He's not just family. He's someone I've always looked up to, someone who's built an empire of his own. I've mentioned Violet to him before, but only in passing, and I always made it sound like she was a good match for me. He's trusted me, but now I can see he's been deceived just like I have. The phone rings twice before Mateo answers. Marco, you all right? I can hear the concern in his voice, but I don't have time for pleasantries. I need you to help me with something. There's a beat of silence before he speaks again. Anything, Marco. What's going on? Violet. I say, my words coming out sharper than I intend. I need you to transfer her. Get her out of the office she's in. The one you helped her get into. I can feel the shift in the conversation, the surprise in Mateo's voice. What happened? She's been using me, Uncle Mateo. Using you too. She doesn't love me. She never did. She's been playing me the whole time. I need you to make sure she pays for what she's done. He's quiet for a moment, the weight of what I've said sinking in. I can almost hear the gears turning in his head. You've got it, he says finally. I'll make sure she's moved. It'll be taken care of. I'll handle it by the book, as always. I don't say much after that. Just a quick thank you before hanging up, the knot in my chest loosening ever so slightly. Next, I turn my attention to her apartment. Mateo's firm owns the building, and I've been looking over the lease. Turns out, Violet's been renting a storage unit in the building, using it for her side gigs, under the radar. She's been making money off the side while pretending to be an upstanding professional. I don't hesitate. I send a legal notice to the building management, warning them of the illegal activity and demanding that they revoke her access to the storage unit immediately. By the time the morning rolls around, things are already in motion. I feel lighter. It's not over, not yet, but this is just the beginning. I've spent years in her shadow, letting her use me for whatever she needed, thinking it was love. But now, I'm taking control. This is how it's going to go from now on. No more manipulation. No more games. Violet's been acting a little more attentive. I can see it in the way she's been coming around, all smiles, all hugs. It's subtle, but it's there. Suddenly, she's texting me more, calling me more, trying to engage in conversations like she used to. The fake affection is almost suffocating. It's been a week since I started moving things behind the scenes. Her transfer, the legal notice for the storage unit. The work is being done. Slowly but surely, the walls are closing in on her. But she doesn't know that. She doesn't see it coming. She's been staying late at the office more often, now that I've made sure the transfer to that isolated regional office is set. She doesn't know it yet, but soon she'll be hours away from all the luxuries she's grown so accustomed to. She's already complaining about the commute, the lack of Wi-Fi, and the general inconvenience of it all. I can almost hear the words spilling out of her mouth, the frustration in her voice. I don't care. I've decided to play along, to watch her chase after what she thinks is still in her grasp. She thinks things are going back to normal. She's leaning into me again, trying to manipulate me with the same tricks. Compliments. Subtle touches. That fake care she thinks I still fall for. The irony of it all is unbearable. She thinks I'm falling for it. Every time she touches me, every time she leans in with that fake smile, I can feel the pit in my stomach grow deeper. The way she looks at me, the way she's trying so hard to act like the perfect girlfriend. It's almost laughable, the way she thinks she can win me back by pretending nothing's happened. I don't play into it. Instead, I stage fake messages on my phone, emails, texts. All of them hinting at a family inheritance I've just discovered. The promise of a board seat in some company, some vague but powerful potential I'm suddenly diving into. It's all bullshit. Every single word. But she doesn't know that. And she's falling for it. It's a game now. I feed her little tidbits, letting her overhear snippets of my phone conversations, just enough to get her curious, just enough to make her want to lean in more. She's starting to act differently. More affectionate. More caring. The perfect girlfriend. And I let her. It's easy to play along when I know exactly what she wants. She doesn't care about me. She never did. She only cares about what I can give her, the access to the life she dreams of. So, I give her what she wants, knowing it's a lie. A trap. The best part? I'm in control now. She's sitting beside me on the couch one evening, her head resting on my shoulder as we scroll through Netflix. Her hand finds mine, lacing our fingers together, and for a moment, I almost forget everything that's happened. The warmth of her skin against mine feels too familiar, and I can almost convince myself it's real. Almost. But then I catch a glimpse of her phone lying face down on the coffee table, and the reality of it all hits me again. I know what she's been doing. I know what she really wants. I pull my phone out of my pocket, accidentally, leaving the email draft open, the one about the supposed inheritance, right in front of her. Her eyes flicker to it, just a moment, but it's enough. Her expression shifts, just barely, her lips twitching into a small smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. I can see it in the way she leans closer to me, her voice suddenly softer, more urgent. Is that true? The inheritance? She asks, playing coy, but the curiosity in her voice is unmistakable. I shrug, letting her believe it. I guess you'll just have to wait and see. She leans in, her face too close now, her breath warm against my neck. I think I'm looking forward to seeing where this takes us, she says. I smile, but it's a smile she won't see, because it's not for her. It's for me. The game is set. She's playing right into my hands, just like I knew she would. It's the night of Violet's grand proposal. I knew this day would come. It had to. She'd been dropping hints for weeks. How wonderful it would be if we were married. How we could build our future together. But I knew it wasn't about us. It was about what I could give her. What we could give her. The family connections. The status. But tonight, it's not my future she's building. It's her own carefully constructed web. She's insisted we attend this fundraiser at an upscale art museum. The evening is supposed to be glamorous, sophisticated, and of course, it's the perfect setting for her to make her move. There's one catch, though. My Uncle Mateo is a major donor, and she knows this. The whole thing is staged. She set it up perfectly. She's already chosen the moment, and in her mind, everything is lining up for the big reveal. I can feel her excitement radiating across the room as we mingle with the guests, her arm linked through mine, her smile wide. She's so caught up in the illusion she's created that she doesn't even see it yet. She thinks this is just another romantic evening. But I'm not playing her game anymore. We've barely been at the fundraiser for an hour when Violet pulls me aside, her face flushed with excitement. "Marco," she says, her voice full of that sweetness she thinks I still fall for. "I need to talk to you about something. It's time. It's now or never." "About what?" I ask, my voice casual, though my heart is pounding in my chest. I already know what's coming. Her eyes shine as she glances around to make sure no one is watching. "I've arranged for a surprise. Something special for you. Something that will change everything for us. I'm ready to take the next step, Marco." She looks at me like she's already won, like she knows she has me right where she wants me. "I know what this is. I think it's time you propose," she continues, and the words come so effortlessly from her lips that I almost laugh. I just nod. I can see her excitement, her perfect plan unfolding. She believes this is going to be the night she finally locks it in. She pulls me closer, lowering her voice just enough that only I can hear. "You'll propose, right here, right now. Everyone will be watching. It'll be perfect. This is our future, Marco." And for a split second, I almost feel sorry for her. But then the moment passes, and I realize I don't feel sorry for her at all. I feel nothing. The band is playing, the lights are soft and romantic, and the murmurs of guests mingle with the clink of champagne glasses. This is the moment she's been waiting for, and I can't help but feel a deep sense of satisfaction at what I'm about to do. We walk out onto the balcony, where a crowd has gathered. Violet's gaze flickers across the room, waiting for the applause she thinks she's about to receive. And when she's sure we're in the spotlight, she turns to me, her face glowing with anticipation. "Marco," she says, her voice trembling with excitement. "This is the moment, isn't it? This is where we start our forever." I take a deep breath, meeting her gaze, trying to push the anger down long enough to pull off what's coming next. "I think we need to talk," I say. Violet's smile falters just a little, but she covers it quickly. "Of course, darling. What is it? Is something wrong?" I shake my head, though the words I'm about to say are anything but right. No, nothing's wrong. I reply softly, giving her a reassuring smile, though I feel anything but reassured. But I think we should clear the air. She tilts her head, confused, but there's still a glimmer of hope in her eyes. What do you mean? Before she can respond, I take her hand and press a button on my phone, playing the audio through the venue's sound system. It's a recording of her voice from the Spoiled Rotten podcast. I hear her words fill the space. You fake your way to the money, smile and moan. That's all it takes. The room goes silent. The air is thick with disbelief as her words echo through the speakers, loud and clear. Gasps ripple through the crowd as Violet freezes, her face draining of color. She looks at me, her lips parting in shock, but I don't let her speak. I let the words hang in the air, letting the truth seep in. I let her hear her own words, let everyone else hear them too. I think we're done. I say, my voice loud and clear, the weight of everything I've just revealed settling in. Violet stumbles back, her hand flying to her mouth as she tries to collect herself. She opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. She looks around at the stunned guests, at the people who once admired her, and I can see the realization hit her. This isn't the moment she envisioned. This is the moment her entire life crumbles. And I walk away. I don't wait for her to say anything. I don't wait for her to apologize. I just turn on my heel, and I leave her standing there, surrounded by shocked faces, the sound of her own betrayal still ringing in her ears. I've never been the type to gloat, but watching Violet's world begin to crumble is satisfying, in a way I never expected. She hasn't contacted me directly, at least, not yet. But I know it's coming. I've blocked every channel she could use to reach me, every phone number, every email. She's been trying to get through, using fake accounts, calling from random numbers, but I'm done. There's nothing she can say now. It's been 3 days since I exposed her at the fundraiser. 3 days of silence on my end, but chaos on hers. And it's just beginning. The fallout is as brutal as I imagined. I hear through the grapevine that her work is demoting her. She's been pushed out of her cushy position and transferred to that godforsaken regional office I arranged. The one she'll have to drive 2 hours to get to. I can't help but feel a little bit of satisfaction every time I think about it. She has no idea what's waiting for her there. The isolation, the low-level work, the hours she'll have to spend just getting there. All of it. The grind she's about to face. When she finally reaches out to me, I already know what's coming. I'm not surprised when I see her name pop up on my phone. It's a number I don't recognize, but I know it's her. I hesitate before answering. The temptation to ignore her is strong, but I can't resist. Marco. Her voice cracks when she speaks, and I can hear the desperation behind the words. It's me. We need to talk. I lean back in my chair, my fingers tapping the edge of the desk. Talk about what? Her breath hitches. Please, just hear me out. I didn't mean for things to go this far. I was under pressure. I thought you'd never find out. I feel a sharp pang in my chest, but not the way she wants me to. It's a pain I've been carrying for a long time, and now that I know the truth, I'm finally free of it. You thought I wouldn't find out? I repeat, disbelief lacing my voice. Are you kidding me? She sighs, and I can almost picture her, standing in her lonely apartment, hands wringing, face pale from the stress. Marco, I've made a huge mistake. I'm sorry. I just wanted the best for us. For both of us. For us. I echo, bitter laughter slipping out before I can stop it. This has nothing to do with us. It was always about you, Violet. Always about what you could get from me. She's silent for a long moment, and I can hear the faintest hint of sobbing through the phone. Please, don't do this. I'll make things right. I'll fix it. I lean forward, my voice icy. You can't fix this. There's nothing left to fix. You used me. You used all of us, Violet. And now you have to deal with the consequences. I never meant to hurt you, she says, voice trembling. I never wanted to destroy everything. I close my eyes, fighting back the overwhelming urge to hang up. You didn't just hurt me. You destroyed any chance of us ever being something real. There's silence on the other end of the line. I can almost hear her scrambling for words, but I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm blocking your number. I say, the finality of it hanging in the air. And you need to start facing the reality of your situation. No, she protests, the desperation thick in her voice. Please, Marco. Please. Don't block me. I'll do whatever it takes. I shake my head, my grip tightening around the phone. You've already done enough. I'll never be that guy again. You'll never get another thing from me. Ever. She doesn't respond, and I hang up, cutting off the last thread between us. The next few days are a blur. Her life is falling apart. The office whispers have turned into public gossip, and the damage is obvious. Her Instagram is flooded with passive-aggressive comments from friends she once considered close. The weight of everything she's done is suffocating her, and I can almost feel the pressure building through the silence between us. Violet starts to follow me. She shows up at the gym I go to, lurking outside, trying to catch me as I walk out. I don't acknowledge her at first, pretending I don't see her. But she's persistent, calling me from blocked numbers, emailing me, showing up at my building, waiting outside the lobby like a ghost. One night, I'm walking out of the gym, earbuds in, trying to drown out the world. I'm halfway to my car when I feel it. The tension, the unease. I turn, and sure enough, there she is. Her eyes are wide, desperate, like she's on the verge of breaking down. Marco, she calls, her voice trembling. Please listen to me. I'm sorry. I'll do anything to fix this. I stop in my tracks, a sick sense of satisfaction washing over me as I take in the sight of her standing there, broken, pleading, empty. I take a step toward her, my phone in my hand, and hit record. I want her to see it. I want her to know I'm done. I don't care. I say coldly, letting the words fall from my lips with a finality I didn't know I was capable of. This is over. You don't get to drag me into your mess anymore. I've already done more than enough. She reaches for me, but I pull back. I'm not that guy anymore. I've already sent this to building security. I add, holding up my phone. Next time, they'll handle it. Her face crumples, the tears streaming down her cheeks. But I don't feel anything anymore. She's lost me, and I walk away. The chaos surrounding Violet's life keeps unfolding like a slow-motion disaster, and I can't look away. I'm no longer just a spectator. I'm part of the destruction now. And that thought, oddly enough, gives me a sense of power. For so long, I let her manipulate me. But now, I'm dismantling everything she's built on lies, and I'm doing it with precision, the way I've always handled business. The evidence is stacking up. Screenshots of her private posts mocking me, my wealth, and our relationship. Messages exchanged with her friends, all of them laughing behind my back. Podcasts, Instagram finstas, even hidden YouTube videos where she's making fun of rich boyfriends and how to keep them hooked. It's all there, laid out like a blueprint of her deceit. I could almost admire her if it weren't for the fact that she used me as a pawn in her twisted game. I'm meeting with Mateo's legal team. They're experts, exactly the kind of people who can make things disappear or make them burn. It's efficient, clean. I give them everything I have, screenshots, messages, podcast audio, everything. They're already drafting the papers. A lawsuit for defamation, breach of contract, and any other angle they can use to sink her further. It's only been a few days since I exposed her publicly, but the damage is done. Violet's already been transferred. The rumor mill has chewed her up, and now her social circle is distancing themselves. I hear through the grapevine that her apartment lease is being revoked. There's a legal notice hanging over her head for her business side hustle, something she's been running illegally in the building where I used to live. Mateo's firm owns the property, and I've made sure the wheels are turning to shut that down as well. The calls and emails from Violet's friends have stopped. The people who once treated her like royalty are now avoiding her. She's fading into the background, and I'm still here, quietly, methodically pulling the strings that are unraveling her carefully constructed life. But none of that is what really strikes me. No, what hits hardest is the video I get from one of the building security guards. It's Violet, outside my building, sitting on the curb, a cardboard sign in front of her that reads, "Let me explain." I watched the video twice, my emotions unreadable, my face stone cold. I don't know whether to feel anger or something else. Sadness, maybe. But that's not what's important now. What matters is that I'm done. I don't owe her an explanation. I don't owe her anything. She made her choice, and now she's reaping the consequences. I send the video to Mateo's legal team with a short message. Include this in the lawsuit. Let's add harassment to the list. I think about Violet sitting there in front of my building, waiting for me to acknowledge her, waiting for me to forgive her. She's been blocked on everything. No more phone calls. No more emails. No more fake apologies. She's no longer part of my life, and she never will be again. Later that evening, I get a call from Adrian. He's been my best friend for years, and I know he's been itching to ask about the whole mess with Violet. But this time, he's quiet when he picks up. "Marco," he says after a long pause. "You sure about all this? You're taking her down, man. I get it. But there's no going back after this." I'm staring out the window, watching the city lights flicker. It feels like I'm staring at someone else's life. Someone who's left all the hurt behind. Yeah, I'm sure. Adrian doesn't say anything at first, just listens, and I can hear him let out a slow breath on the other end. "All right, man. Just don't lose yourself in this. She was a mess. You've got a lot more to focus on now. Just keep moving forward." "I will," I reply, my voice firm. I'm done looking back. The next few days pass, and I keep my distance from the mess I've created, but it doesn't feel like a victory. It doesn't feel like I've won anything. It feels final, peaceful even. I don't need to see Violet anymore. I don't need to hear from her. The only thing I need is this quiet, this clarity, the knowledge that I'm free. And then one day, I get a video from one of the security guards at the building. It's Violet, sitting outside the building again, still holding that damn sign. Let me explain. I stare at the video, not knowing what to feel anymore. What more could she possibly say? Does she even understand the damage she's caused? The lies she's spun, the manipulation? The fact that she thinks one last attempt at an apology will change everything? I hit delete on the video without a second thought. It's been almost a year since everything with Violet ended, and as I sit here at the winery with Adrian, Tomas, and Mateo, I realize how much has changed. I don't think about her anymore. I don't replay the mess in my head or wonder how things might have turned out if I'd stayed with her. I don't even remember her voice. The clarity of it all hits me with such force that for a moment, I almost laugh. I'm 27 now, a year older, a year wiser, and I'm free. Mateo pours the last of the wine into our glasses, and I sip it slowly, savoring the flavor. The sun is setting behind the vineyards, casting long shadows over the rows of grapevines stretching as far as I can see. It's peaceful here. Simple. The kind of peace I never knew I needed until now. Adrian catches my eye, raising an eyebrow. "You good, man?" I smile, something easy and relaxed that feels like it belongs to the new version of me. "Yeah, just thinking. It's been a hell of a year, hasn't it?" He chuckles and leans back in his chair, eyes narrowing in that way he does when he's looking at me like he's studying me for something. "You've changed. A lot." Tomas nods, his grin widening. "You used to be the one who got dragged around by her. It's like she didn't even exist anymore. I can't even remember the last time you mentioned her." "Same," I say, shaking my head. "I don't think about her at all. It's like the past doesn't even matter anymore. I didn't even realize how much I was letting it affect me until it was all over." Mateo, always the quiet observer, takes a slow sip of his wine. His eyes meet mine, and he speaks with that level of calm I've always respected. "Sometimes the hardest part is letting go. But you did. You let go, Marco. That's what matters." I nod, feeling a quiet satisfaction settle in my chest. There's nothing left to prove. No loose ends. It's all wrapped up, and I'm finally free of it. Yeah, letting go was the hardest part. But once I did, everything fell into place. Adrian raises his glass, his usual loud energy back. "Well, I'll drink to that. To freedom. To new beginnings." Tomas and Mateo follow suit, and we all clink our glasses together. I can't remember the last time I felt so content. The rest of the evening goes by in a blur of laughter and easy conversation. We talk about everything and nothing, old friends, old stories, new projects, future plans. The weight of the past year doesn't feel heavy anymore. It's like I've carried it long enough, and now I can set it down. As the night draws to a close, Adrian and Tomas excuse themselves, saying they've got a long drive ahead of them. Mateo and I linger for a bit longer, taking in the view of the sprawling vineyard. "Marco," Mateo says, his voice thoughtful. "What are you going to do now?" I smile, a small, genuine smile. "I think I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. Focus on what matters. Keep building. Keep growing. But this time for me." Mateo laughs softly. "I think that's the best plan you've had in a while." We both fall into a comfortable silence, looking out over the vineyard as the sun dips below the horizon. It's amazing how much changes in a year. A year ago, I was living in the shadow of a lie. But now I'm the one in control. I'm the one who gets to decide my future. And Violet? Her name barely even crosses my mind anymore. If it does, it's fleeting. I don't need her. I never did. I feel a buzz in my pocket. Another reminder of the world that's kept moving forward without her. It's a notification from Reddit, the title of the post catching my eye. Am I the villain? I recognize the username instantly. It's Violet. I roll my eyes, shaking my head. She's still trying to rewrite the narrative, still hoping for sympathy after everything she's done. I swipe the notification away without a second thought. Who's that? Mateo asks, noticing the flicker of movement on my phone. No one, I say, my voice light. Just some old business. Doesn't matter. I smile as I turn the phone face down. It's not about her anymore. I've already left that chapter behind. And that, I realize, is what freedom really feels like.